Hi, this is Randy Rolfe from the Institute for Creative Solutions, sharing foundational concepts about vibrant health through natural living. And I try to cover from a positive point of view of what we can do to support our body naturally and how easy it is really to stay healthy for a long, long life. But today I want to focus on the PFAs, which are a strong chemical that has been developed to be persistent. And guess what? It is persistent in our environment and in our bodies, which makes it toxic because it's a foreign chemical and our body doesn't know what to do with it. Two of the different iterations of the PFAs have already stopped production because they found they're dangerous, but then the replacements are just as bad. And what we're finding is that it's in all kinds of materials that we use every day to minimize the ability for moisture to get into the material. So stain-resistant upholstery and sofas and rugs and curtains have this on it. And food containers and wrappers have this on it so that the pizza sauce won't go into the container. And when you take home your leftovers, that won't just get on your lap. Candy wrappers have this on it. What else did they say? Let's see, popcorn, microwave popcorn, so that the materials that they add to the popcorn before you put it in the microwave won't ooze into the material and be messy. So in order to not be messy, we've got all these persistent plasticized kind of chemicals that get into our body and cause major problems. Tends to migrate to the liver and kidneys because they're the organs that detoxify strange alien stuff that comes into our system. So what you can get is liver disease, and it can get to the hormones too, thyroid disease, disruption of hormones so that you can get infertility, other problems with newborns, and also it's been associated with obesity and cancer and rising cholesterol, because the body also uses cholesterol to move nasty stuff out of the system. So getting back to natural living, if you don't buy food that's packaged, you buy natural food from the produce or in cartons that aren't treated this way, and don't eat candy with wrappers, don't use microwave popcorn, try to buy upholstery and clothing that isn't stain resistant, and curtains and rugs that aren't stain resistant. And you know, that's always been a plus, a big plus, but it's not a plus. Natural materials, the body knows how to deal with them. But these artificial chemicals, particularly if they're designed like PFAs to be persistent, to last forever, it's really toxic to the body. So again, try to use natural materials for your clothes, and even the receipts that you get if you go to one of the stores and get those receipts that are kind of shiny, that's the PFAs. And if you breathe that, which you can smell those receipts when you get them, that's the PFA getting into your system. And they say 90% of Americans or more have some PFA that's detectable in their blood and body fluids. So refuse the receipts, tell them you want an email receipt, and try to avoid all of these artificial chemicals as much as possible, because it does get into our food, our air, our water. And this is a big deal in the water. It is oozing into the water. And fire retardants, a lot of military compounds use the retardants when they're practicing shooting and all of that, and that seeps into the groundwater. So it's in the groundwater, we're drinking it. You need a good water filter And if you're interested, go to www.randyrolfe.com to resources or sales, and there you'll get a link to where I sell the water systems that I use from the Nikken company. But just look out for these PFAs, and just don't get stain resistant stuff. Just be more careful not to stain your stuff. And don't buy food that is in, basically plasticized containers. So that's it for today, and live natural. Thanks.